Have you, in some deep corner of your soul, ever felt this incessant pulse, this silent certainty that you are on the verge of a monumental transformation, almost palpable, yet one that persistently refuses to fully manifest? That feeling that the universe whispers your name, calling you to a version of yourself that seems like a radiant promise, an ideal future self, vibrating with purpose and wholeness, but which, strangely, remains a distant mirage, always a step or a thought ahead, unattainable. Allow yourself to feel the resonance of this question, the energy it awakens in your energy field. For it is not a mere query, it is an echo of your very essence seeking a deeper alignment, a legitimate yearning to cross that threshold that seems to separate you from your true magnitude. Feel the gentle urgency of this quest, for it is the catalyst. It's as if, intuitively, you know there's a higher frequency, a state of being where abundance flows effortlessly, where clarity is ever-present and peace resides unshaken. Yet deciphering this tune has been a persistent challenge. You experience flashes of coherence, moments of deep connection, only to once again encounter the gap, that feeling of being almost there, but not yet fully immersed in the totality of your potential. This restlessness, this search for a sign, is not a flaw. It's a virtue, a manifestation of the neuroplasticity of your consciousness that yearns for new neural pathways, for a reconfiguration of the quantum field of your own reality. It is your essence's invitation to go beyond the known, to decipher the language of your own future. Feel the depth of this frustration. You have sought tirelessly, delved into manifestation practices, visualized with vibrant intensity, affirmed your highest truths with conviction, and yet, that more authentic and powerful version of yourself, the future self your soul envisions, at times seems like a distant promise, a horizon that recedes as you draw closer. The mental and emotional exhaustion that can arise from this incessant search is real, a resonance of the energy waves you emanate without a clear anchor point. This is not a failure on your part, but an indication that perhaps the method, the conventional approach, is neglecting a deeper, more intrinsic dimension of your existence, a quantum principle of alignment that transcends mere doing. This pain, this persistent doubt, is the universe speaking through you, not as a criticism, but as a beacon of light pointing to a hidden truth. It is the deeply ingrained belief that you need to do more, work harder, strive more, to deserve or achieve this frequency of the future self, when, in reality, activation operates under a different quantum logic. This energy of continuous effort can, paradoxically, create vibrational resistance, pushing away what you most desire to attract, because it communicates an inherent scarcity, a lack in your energy field. Feel how this perception reverberates within you, the subtle liberation that emerges from the idea that the solution may not be more action, but rather a deeper alignment with your essence. However, the beauty of this discomfort lies in its catalytic nature. This feeling is not a burden. It is, in fact, your own expanded field of consciousness, your quantum self, signaling to you that the old matrix of thought and effort no longer serves you. It is the universe, in its infinite wisdom, communicating to you that you are not only ready, but inevitably destined to transcend this gap between the current self and the future self. Your soul, your purest essence, has already orchestrated this moment, has already prepared the ground for you to recognize the call and take the next step. Pain is not a mistake. It is the raw material for your personal alchemy, the exact frequency that prepares you for the great paradigm shift that is coming, one that is already unfolding on your energetic horizon. Now, allow a new perception to settle within your being, a paradigm shift that recalibrates every cell of your body and every electron of your field. What if I told you that your future self is not a distant destination you need to reach through Herculean effort, nor an uncertain projection on tomorrow's calendar, but an already existing vibrational frequency, pulsing right here within you, in this exact moment, in the deepest part of your sacred void? Imagine that it is not out there, beyond reach, but intrinsically woven into the quantum tapestry of your own essence, patiently waiting for you to tune into the correct station. This is not an empty metaphor. It is the direct application of quantum physics to your existence. an invitation to collapse the wave of possibilities into the now. Think of it as a powerful radio station. You don't need to create the music you wish to hear. The symphony is already being broadcast, vibrating at a specific frequency in the ether. Your job is not to compose, but to tune in. So it is with your future self. It already emanates with total coherence and precision, its own vibrational frequency, an energy field that contains the wholeness, wisdom, abundance, and joy of your highest version. What you have felt as searching or effort is, in truth, an unconscious attempt to tune into that station, but without the correct dial. The key is not to produce the frequency, but to detect it and resonate with it, allowing your brain's neuroplasticity to reorganize itself to embrace this new tuning. And the most intriguing, the liberating paradox: this station, this frequency of your future self, is not something you, in your linear self, need to painstakingly find. On the contrary, it is it that in its quantum intelligence and perfect alignment finds you. This portal, this video that now fills your screen and resonates in your consciousness, is not a mere coincidence or a random discovery in your feed. It found you. Your soul, in its infinite wisdom, orchestrated this encounter, sending a clear signal, a perfect synchronicity, because you are already vibrating at a threshold of readiness, a point of no return in your evolutionary journey. Feel the recognition, the subtle confirmation that this moment was prepared, a direct answer to your deepest and most silent call. In the next moments we share, you will not only understand with crystalline clarity why this specific video crossed your path today, validating that deep intuition you carry, but you will be guided by an energetic roadmap, a resonance map for a genuine transformation. We will reveal the exact principles by which your future self manifests, not as a distant entity, but as a latent version of yourself, ready to be activated. This is not an empty promise. It is an invitation to unveil the subtle architecture of your own reality and begin to operate from within it. Prepare for a mental reprogramming that aligns your vibrational frequency with that of your ideal self. In just 7 days, an intentional period of immersion and recalibration, you will be empowered to consciously tune into and activate the exact frequency of your highest version. It's not about waiting for the future, but about inviting the future into your now, allowing it to collapse into your present reality. Your perception of reality will fundamentally transform. Your actions will intuitively align, and your results will begin to mirror the magnificence of the self you are destined to be. This is the Quantum Activation Portal, a journey of introspective depth that will culminate in the tangible manifestation of your innate power. Feel the excitement, the anticipation of an awakening that is already in motion within you, ready to blossom with total coherence. Now, before we delve deeper into this exploration, I invite you to close your eyes for a moment. Feel the air filling your lungs, a deep inhale that calms the mind, and a gentle exhale that releases any residual tension. Allow this breath to anchor you in the present moment, in this eternal now. Feel a gentle yet unmistakable recognition at your core, a truth that echoes from your soul. Understand that in this exact moment you are not searching, you are being found. You are in the right place at the right time, ready to unveil the next layer of your conscious evolution. Trust this inner whisper, this certainty that guides you toward the activation of your most authentic self. You may have thought that you found this portal by chance, scrolling through your feed or searching for answers. Allow me to recontextualize that perception so that the vibrational truth of this experience may reveal itself in its fullness. The universe operates through an intricate tapestry of resonance, an invisible dance where similar frequencies attract and intertwine in perfect synchronicity. Your deepest longings, those silent questions echoing in your soul, are not mere scattered thoughts. They are powerful electromagnetic signals radiating into the cosmos, establishing a unique frequency, an active search that materializes in your reality. This video, this space of knowledge and activation, is not a random event in your journey, but the direct answer, the physical and energetic manifestation of that frequency, which you, consciously or unconsciously, have been emitting over time. It is the quantum field itself responding to your most intimate call, orchestrating a perfect encounter. Believe, You did not seek this portal. This portal found you. This intuition, this premonition you might feel now, this gentle certainty that something significant is happening, is the validation that your energy is in alignment with a greater force. It is the confirmation that your soul is at an inflection point, a threshold where the search ceases and receiving begins. Believing that something found you reverses the logic of incessant pursuit, of exhaustion from doing more or working harder to achieve. Instead, it invites surrender to a larger process, to the acceptance that the universe is an active and intelligent partner in your evolution. You have sent out the questions, and now, the cosmos responds with what is precisely calibrated for your next level of consciousness. Feel this permission, the permission for the right things to come to you, for paths to reveal themselves, for the necessary wisdom to emerge at the exact moment. This is not passivity. It is the mastery of one who understands energetic dynamics. Quantum physics teaches us that observation shapes reality, that everything exists in a state of potential until it is collapsed by consciousness. Your inner search, your focused intention, acted as the observer that collapsed the wave of infinite possibilities, directing this specific portal into your present experience. Your mind and heart, in desiring clarity and a path to the future self, created a field of vibrational coherence, so potent that it became irresistible to universal intelligence. It's as if every cell of your being was crying out for a specific frequency, and the universe, with its infinite wisdom, deciphered that code and handed you the key. There is no effort here, only a deep recognition that you are an active co-creator, and that synchronicity is not a fortuitous coincidence, but the tangible proof of your manifesting power in action. Feel the activation of this power within you, pulsing in every fiber. Now visualize your journey of self-discovery as the quest for a long-promised treasure, a legacy of power and wholeness that you always knew was there, but that seemed shrouded in mist. You dedicated countless hours, exploring ancient maps, following clues whispered by the wind, digging in arid lands of doubt and frustration. Every technique, every book, every meditation was a tool in your hands, a valuable effort. But still, the treasure remained hidden, perhaps because you were searching for it in finding mode instead of receiving mode. This video is not just another map or just another tool on your exhaustive journey. It is the golden, unexpected ray of light that suddenly bursts from the clouds, not to show you where to dig, but to illuminate the treasure itself that was already there right in front of you. The treasure was not hidden from you by an external force or for lack of merit. It was simply awaiting the right light to be revealed. And that light was activated by your own vibrational frequency, by your inner readiness, by your incessant and silent quest for truth and expansion. It is proof that you were already in the right place, at the ideal vibration, at the perfect time for the universe to bend down and show you what had always been waiting for you. There is no longer a need to search desperately, to scour every corner with anxiety. There is only the gentle and powerful surrender to revelation, to the clarity that arises when the energy field around you finally aligns with the energy field that you are. Feel the intensity of this illumination, as if the air around you has become lighter, more vivid, charged with a new and exciting possibility. Imagine the feeling of exhaustion dissolving, replaced by a profound sense of recognition. You didn't need to create the treasure. You only needed it to be revealed. And the revelation happens when you reach a point of inner coherence, where your energy of searching and your energy of receiving merge into a harmonious flow. This is the essence of the portal found you. It is the exact mirror of your current vibration, the perfect manifestation of your point of attraction. The light that finds you does not come from without, but from within you, reflected back by the universal tapestry. Feel the deep relief that accompanies this understanding, the sense that the universe is not testing you or hiding things, but rather orchestrating every detail for your greatest ascension. It is a cosmic embrace, a validation that you are on the right path. Allow yourself to feel this truth now, deeply, in every layer of your being, not just in your rational mind, but in your cells, in your bones, in the center of your heart. Feel the relaxation that settles in as the pressure of incessant searching dissolves. when you realize that the universal flow is working with you, not against you. Observe how your body reacts to this permission, perhaps a slight euphoria, a gentle warmth spreading through your chest, or a feeling of weight lifting from your shoulders. This is the somatization of truth, your nervous system recalibrating for a new understanding of yourself and your place in the cosmos. It is your energy realigning with the divine intention that brought you here, to this exact moment, for this specific revelation. Allow this feeling to deepen, to expand. This recognition is not new to your soul, to your deepest essence. It is an echo, an ancient memory being awakened. If this portal found you, if synchronicity operated with such precision to bring you here, it means your soul has already orchestrated every detail, every step of this journey from the very beginning. It had already charted the course, had already established the frequency, and now, the question that arises in your inner silence, in your most intimate truth, is, what part of you, deep within your being, in your innate wisdom, already knew this moment would arrive? What part of you already recognized that this validation, this revealing light was inevitable, just waiting for the perfect time to manifest in your consciousness? Feel this ancestral wisdom pulsating. Your highest version, your future self, is not a distant entity you need to reach through monumental effort. It is a frequency that already exists, vibrating in a domain of possibilities, waiting for you to tune in. This portal that found you is the explicit invitation to this tuning, the validation that you are ready to receive the information and tools necessary for this activation. Understanding that this encounter is not by chance is the first step to unlocking mastery over your own reality. It is the recognition that you possess the innate ability to decode the universe's signals and use them to your advantage. The journey to your future self is not about building something from scratch, but about revealing what already is, unveiling the magnificence that already resides within you. Understanding that this portal found you is in itself a powerful revelation, a catalyst for a new era in your conscious evolution. But what exactly does this future self frequency mean? How can we, in a practical and tangible way, decode it from such an abstract concept so that we can actively use it in our daily lives, transforming every moment? How do we transition from an intellectual understanding to a felt, lived, and manifest embodiment? What constitutes this unique vibrational signature of your highest version, and how can we begin to recognize it not only in our thoughts, but in every emotion, in every choice, in every inhale and exhale? The answer is closer than you imagine, and it is an invitation to profound inner experimentation. If you feel the truth resonate in each of these words, if the confirmation that this portal found you ignites a flame of recognition and hope in your heart, then it's time to amplify that frequency. This is an invitation for a conscious act, a vibrational affirmation for the universe. Click like right now. See this not as a simple button, but as an energetic seal, a signature of your readiness to receive more, to dive deeper. By doing so, you not only send a feedback signal to the quantum field, but also affirm to yourself and to the cosmos that you are open, aligned, and ready for the next phase of this incredible activation journey. Let your intention manifest through this simple, yet powerful ritual. Your future self is not a destination to be built with Herculean effort, with an endless list of tasks or possessions to acquire, a quest that often leaves us exhausted and almost there, but never truly arriving. The profound truth is that your future self is a frequency to be tuned into from within, an energetic signature, a vibrational field that already exists in potential, awaiting your conscious tuning. Think of the times you visualized achievements but felt there was an intangible link missing between the vision and reality. That piece is not external. It is the internal calibration, the deep reshaping of your vibrational field, which transcends materialism and delves into the tapestry of your emotions, thoughts, beliefs, and spontaneous actions. It is the vibrational coherence between what you think, what you feel, and what you manifest that defines this exact frequency. It's not about reaching a distant future self, but about becoming the future self now, allowing the quantum field to respond to your new energetic signature, aligning with the highest version you already are, in potential. Feel the liberation that comes with this understanding. Power resides in your state of being, not in an incessant effort of doing, to have. Breathe and simply be. Your future frequency is not a complex melody you need to learn to play from scratch, with intricate scores or exhausting rehearsals that drain your energy. No, it is in fact a majestic symphony that already exists, complete in its perfection and waiting to be felt and embodied by you. Imagine it as a divine composition, with every note, every chord, every silence arranged in impeccable harmony. Within this inner orchestra, every aligned emotion, be it deep gratitude, unconditional love, unwavering confidence, every empowering belief, every thought of abundance, is an instrument that joins the chorus. They create a powerful resonance that echoes throughout your being, reaching the vast quantum field around you. The great challenge, the deepest invitation, lies in silencing the dissonant notes of your current self, those ancient fears, the persistent doubts that whisper in your subconscious, the limiting beliefs that still echo as noise in your mind and physical body. Feel this now as you read. What if you could simply lower the volume of these old melodies, allowing the glorious symphony of your future self to be heard and felt in its fullness, flooding every cell of your body with its authentic and original vibration? Allow yourself to feel this possibility as a balm, a deep relief, knowing that the music is already within you, waiting to be revealed, not constructed. To decode this powerful frequency, we need to go beyond the surfaces, transcend the incessant search for external things, and delve into the deep essence of what your future self is. It's not just about having a bigger house, a new job, or a perfect relationship. It's fundamentally about what internal qualities these external manifestations would reflect in your life. The future self you long for is not someone who is constantly struggling, feeling inadequate or out of balance. It is, by nature, abundant, peaceful, confident, creative, loving, and free. Feel for a moment the difference this makes. When you worry about lack, your energy field resonates with scarcity, and that is what, through the quantum mirror principle, is reflected back to you in your reality. But when you choose to embody confidence, gratitude, and abundance, when you feel them in your body and soul, even before seeing them materialized, you are literally becoming the self that attracts them. Your outer world is an unforgiving mirror of your inner world. If you feel that prosperity eludes you, perhaps it's because the energy of scarcity still resonates in your deepest beliefs. But if you tune into the frequency of abundance, if you feel prosperity in every cell, the universe will have no choice but to mirror this new reality back to you. These qualities are not mere adjectives. They are the foundations of your neuroplasticity, the neural pathways your brain travels, the energetic patterns your body radiates, and what shapes your perception of reality. When you think of unwavering calm, it's not just a concept. It's a physical sensation of relaxation, a deep breath, a mind without attachment. Fluid creativity is not a sporadic gift. It's a state of openness, of permission for new ideas to emerge, of trust in your intuition, which you can feel as an expansive warmth at your core. The unrestricted freedom that allows you to be fully who you were born to be is the absence of internal ties, the detachment from expectations and judgments, allowing your purest essence to dance freely. Understand that by focusing on these qualities, you are actively reprogramming your biology, directing quantum energy to form the reality you desire. Modern science now confirms what ancient sages already knew. Your internal state shapes your external world. Every feeling of joy, every act of kindness, every thought of abundance is literally rewriting your internal code, calibrating your frequency to attract experiences that correspond to this new and elevated version of you. Feel the transformative power of every conscious choice. So, feel deeply now, in this instant, and answer for yourself, with the purest intention and honesty, what are the three main qualities, feelings, virtues, states of mind, that your future self embodies and lives daily, not as something to be pursued, but as something that already is intrinsic to its existence, flowing naturally from its being. Feel these qualities resonating within you, not as a desire, but as a truth that is beginning to manifest. Is it unwavering calm amidst external chaos? Is it fluid creativity that transforms challenges into opportunities for expansion? Is it compassion that extends without judgment, first to yourself and then to others? Or perhaps the unrestricted freedom that allows you to be fully who you were born to be, without guilt or remorse? Do not underestimate the power of this question. By naming these qualities, you are not just describing a distant ideal, you are activating the corresponding neural circuits in your brain, and, more importantly, you are sending a clear vibrational signal to the quantum field about the new identity you choose to embody. The paradigm shift here is realizing that, instead of waiting for external circumstances to create these qualities in you, it is you who generates them internally. First, and only then do circumstances readjust to reflect your new vibrational coherence. The pain of not yet being this version transforms into the leverage for you to decide to be these qualities, starting now, feeling them in your heart, in your breath, in every beat of your present existence. Silencing the dissonant notes of your old melody does not mean fighting against them, repressing them, or judging them harshly, which only amplifies them. On the contrary, it is an act of conscious surrender, of recognition and release, allowing them to dissipate, like the echo of an old song that no longer resonates with your heart. Feel how often you cling to these dissonances, the pain of scarcity, the fear of failure, the belief of unworthiness, because somehow they have become familiar, a bitter comfort in your discomfort zone. But the symphony of your future self calls for your attention, and to hear it, you must create space for it. This happens when you choose to observe your thoughts without identifying with them, when you allow your emotions to flow without clinging to them, and when you question the beliefs that limit you, instead of accepting them as absolute truths. It is a gentle process of conscious awareness, an invitation to detach from what no longer serves you, allowing your true essence, the original melody of your being, to emerge. Feel the lightness that arises from simply observing these old notes without giving them power, allowing the new symphony to begin to take center stage in your existence. Understanding the qualities that define your future self is more than a crucial step. It is the invisible map that begins to unfold before your eyes, revealing the path to your true essence. But the great question now echoing in your heart is, how can we, practically and over the next 7 days, begin to embody and live this authentic symphony, this elevated frequency, especially when the old melodies, the ingrained habits, the persistent fears, the limiting beliefs, still insist on echoing in your mind and body? How do we silence the noise so that the divine orchestra can play in its maximum glory, guiding every choice and every experience? Feel the gentle urgency and the profound invitation of this moment to strike the first chord for your new symphony, for you not only to recognize but to affirm the highest version of yourself. I invite you to an act of conscious intention, a powerful vibrational alignment that will reverberate throughout the field. Share in the comments now with your purest and most courageous truth. What is the strongest quality of your future self that you decide to embody starting today? Conscious verbalization is the first chord, the first instrument you choose for your symphony, and the universe is ready to hear your music, to amplify every note of your intention and align with your highest expression. Feel the strength that emerges from this simple yet profound act of co-creation and recognition. The philosophy behind your next 7 days is not a calendar of tasks to be completed, nor a marathon of effort to reach a destination. On the contrary, these 7 days are a gentle invitation for a deep immersion and conscious vibrational recalibration, a paradigm shift that frees you from the belief that you need to struggle to ascend. Imagine, you are tuning an internal radio. With each sunrise, you have the opportunity to adjust the frequency, not with force, but with intention and receptivity. It is a sacred time to allow new neural and energetic patterns to establish themselves, creating a perfect resonance with the frequency of your future self, inviting it into the now without resistance. Feel in your body the lightness of this permission, the energy that realigns not by imposition, but by an undeniable call from your deepest essence, a natural flow that begins to reorganize every cell of your being. There is no rush, only an organic rhythm, where each breath is a fine-tuning, a resonance with the unified field that already knows you entirely, preparing the ground for conscious activation. Allow yourself to see these 7 days as the majestic phases of the moon, influencing the ocean tides. With each dawn, your own energy is gently pulled, lifted, and aligned to a higher frequency, without any effort on your part. It's not about a battle to be won, but a rhythmic and harmonious dance with the universe, where each step, each of the 7 days, brings you closer, with intrinsic fluidity, to the full tide of your future self. Feel this invisible, yet palpable force acting upon you, like the lunar gravity that lifts the oceans, allowing the light and essence of your highest version to flood your being, filling every space with your true totality. At the end of this cycle, the vibrational tide of your future self will be at its highest peak, overflowing, permeating, and redefining every aspect of your current reality, inviting you to collapse that wave of possibilities into your tangible experience. Feel the expansion already happening within you, an internal movement that reflects the vast immensity of the cosmos, preparing your field for the inevitable, a state of coherence where being and having become a single, glorious manifested truth. In this rhythm of resonance, the question echoing in your soul is profound and liberating. If each day you can align more deeply with this sublime frequency, what is the main resistance? What limiting belief or attachment to the old identity that you are truly ready to release and surrender today, in this exact instant, to allow this tide of your highest version to flood your being without impedance? Feel the answer in the void even before formulating it, a permission to release what no longer serves your totality. The quantum activation you are about to experience is, in fact, a portal of unparalleled power, but true mastery and true empowerment reside in the ability to sustain and maintain this elevated frequency, to make it your new nature, guiding your journey continuously. Your next step is to understand the art of vibrational sustainability, ensuring that this deep tuning remains permanent, so you don't miss the next and crucial phase of this conscious activation journey. Subscribe to the channel right now and turn on notifications, transforming continuity into a sacred ritual and the master key to your eternal resonance.